In those days, a decree echoed from an emperor's throne, setting the world in motion. A man and a woman, heavy with child, journeyed under the silent watch of the stars to a town called Bethlehem. There, in the humblest of places, amidst the warmth of animals and the scent of hay, a cry shattered the stillness. A promised king was born, not in a palace of gold, but wrapped in simple cloth and laid in a manger. Suddenly, the heavens tore open above a field of sleep. In those days, a shadow fell upon the house of David, not of war, but of a sickness that clung to King Hezekiah like a shroud. The prophet Isaiah came, his words a heavy stone. "Set your house in order, for you shall die and not live." Hezekiah turned his face to the wall, his tears carving paths of dust, and his prayer rose not as a king's command, but as a whisper from a broken heart. Before Isaiah had even crossed the middle court, the word of the Lord came like, "In the beginning there was only fear, a vast, trembling dread." Then, with a single prayer, faith burst forth, painting the horizon with hope. A great army, like a flood of shadows, swept toward the kingdom of Judah, and the people gathered, their hearts heavy with despair. King Jehoshaphat stood before them, his face turned toward the heavens, and he cried out not for strength, but for deliverance. God breathed a promise into the silence. A prophet's voice declared that in the beginning there was only jealousy, a shadow cast by a coat of many colors. Then, with a single act of betrayal, a favored son was cast into darkness, sold into slavery by the hands of his own brothers. The desert sands swallowed his youth, and the walls of an Egyptian prison closed in around him, yet a divine spark flickered within his heart. He rose not with a sword, but with a gift of prophecy, turning dreams into visions and famine into abundance. In the quiet stillness of the plains, a voice like distant thunder called to Abraham, testing the depths of his devotion. The command was a whisper that shattered the heart, to offer his beloved son, Isaac, upon the mountain of Moriah. With a soul heavy as stone, Abraham journeyed for 3 days, the dust of the path marking the passage of his silent grief. Upon the mountaintop, an altar of wood and rock stood against the sky, a stark silhouette of obedience. As the knife was in the beginning, all of humanity was one, a single family speaking with a single voice. They journeyed from the east and settled in a wide, sun-scorched plain, their hearts filled with ambition. "Come," they declared, "let us build a city for ourselves, and a tower whose top may reach into the heavens." So they took brick for stone and bitumen for mortar, and the tower began to rise, a monument to their own strength casting a long shadow across the land.